Okay, now it's time for some kettlebell action, okay? I've got 3 different weights over here. We've got something a little bit on the lighter side, something in the middle, and then something heavy. For Mandy, something heavy. So let me go ahead and grab this 20-pounder here for Mandy. Now what I want you guys all to realize is, as I stated in the very beginning in the introduction, is any exercise that you can do with a dumbbell, we can also do with a kettlebell. So Mandy, if you would, can you just show our audience regular weighted squats? So no momentum, she's just using the kettlebell to add to her own body weight to do resisted squats. So you can get the idea there. How about this? We can go right to more of a back exercise, and instead of doing a dumbbell row, she can actually go ahead and do a kettlebell row. Perfect. I can have her doing 2 arms at the same time. I can have her doing 1 arm as she was showing. I could even have her do an alternating fashion if she had 1 in each hand. Very good. And then Mandy, even do this for me. Give me a little bit of rotation. So when you reach downward, rotate, and then pull back, kind of like the lawnmower. Excellent, excellent. So right there, it's just a couple traditional exercises. Actually, you know what? Let's also add, Mandy, will you go ahead and sit up tall? And how about just showing a regular shoulder press? So we could do something for the lower body like the squats. We can do the back muscles with the rows. We could do the shoulders and the triceps here with the shoulder press. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit more on the dynamic side. This is where we're going to take advantage of those elastics that are within the body, and hopefully Mandy doesn't knock me out when she does this. But Mandy, if you'll go ahead and position your body a little closer over to our camera, and now let's go ahead and let's do some hip thrusters. So Mandy's going to do squats, but in a faster tempo, and I want you all to notice, it's not that she's lifting the kettlebell with her arms. It's actually going to be the transfer of energy from her ankles, knees, and hips that force her shoulders to allow that kettlebell to move upward in that position. She's doing awesome. She can do 1 arm, and she can do a series. Then we can even have her switch hands in between. Excellent, excellent, Mandy. Go ahead and control that on the way down, nice and slow, and go ahead and you can put that down for a sec. Now, of course, I should state this always in the beginning, and I didn't, it is my fault, but safety, of course, is always going to be so important. That's why we have fitness coaches that'll be able to help you with any of this. So if you have any questions, I'll state this again at the end of our presentation today, but please ask for help, because when you start moving things in a faster motion, that may cause a chance for injury. But when done correctly, it's just as safe as anything else that you'd be doing here within the club. So those are more hip thrusters to really work the lower body. How about this, Mandy? Let's go to the one where you're going to be squatting, but doing the figure 8s. Will you show our crowd that? Please. So notice as Mandy squats down, doing figure 8s with the hands. Again, great mobility she has to have within her hips, her spine, and she still gets a great workout at the same time. I like to do a lot of these for time, so I might look at it as a 30-second or a 40-second or a 1-minute set. Go ahead, Mandy, and relax for a sec. Nice work, nice work. Let's now combine a little bit of the lower body with the upper body. I'm gonna have Mandy, she's gonna do a side lunge to a bicep curl, okay? Go ahead and you can step forward for me, there you go. So now she lunges out to the side, which really helps us to train side to side because we don't always do that in everyday life. This is gonna have a lot more carryover, and she gets a little biceps at the same time. And Mandy, it's very important for her to show off the guns. So she likes to make sure she does this. Excellent, excellent. One last one for today. We're gonna do a little bit of a total body show right here where Mandy's gonna actually do a squat, then she's gonna do something known as a clean, then to a press up overhead. So you wanna talk about a total body movement. Go ahead, Mandy, if you'll show everybody. You're getting so many muscles involved at the same time as you do this. I want you to think about how many calories you'll be burning while doing these exercises, not only in the time that you're actually doing them, but also as your body has to recover after you're done working out. You're still gonna be burning at an elevated rate, so that way you're getting paid overtime for what you're doing. Mandy, awesome job. I'm gonna give you some applause because you really worked hard here in the last couple of minutes, but great, great job. And listen, everybody, on behalf of Mandy, myself, and the rest of our Rush family, we just want to thank you again for checking out Rob's blog, being a part of our community. We post this every time, but if you have any questions, concerns, comments, anything you would like to see on this blog, please make sure and drop me an email, rob@therush247.com. I promise you I'll always get back to you, and we'll present something that you're looking for in our next few as we go on. Stay tuned. Later on this month, we're gonna show some other ways of doing some integrated cardio training. So we're gonna have some fun with that. Thank you as always, and take care.